We're back at Dreamaker Campground and Resort. This is a fantastic 18-hole course in Southampton, Ontario. This time I'll be doing the white tees. I also teed off, and I had to throw the signature lighthouse hole from the long pad, and it didn't turn out great, but that'll be at the end of the video. So the first hole, it's 295 feet with the water crossing, and now house rules. I don't think all of these Mandos are supposed to be here. I think that they ran some sort of Mando event. So I'm going to be ignoring all of the Mandos on the course this round. If that makes it invalid, yell at me in the comments. But I don't like playing with Mandos, and I think there's just way too many of them right now. And I don't think they're supposed to be. So I'm going to go with the Crave. Going to try and throw. I think throwing high over that little tree is probably the smart play. We'll see. Oh, that might be in the water. Nope, I am, well, I made the Mando, technically. So I cleared the water. I just put myself in a kind of a hilariously bad spot. Um, really isn't a way around. I can go through with a forehand roller. I hate the forehand rollers through woods though, but like there's just this little one tree, kind of like two trees to beat. If I get past it, then I can lay up for a bogey. And if I get lucky, then I can get a birdie. Is it better through there? No. Oh, well, that was the worst possible scenario. Starting with a bogey, it's never what you want. Hole 2, 259. It goes straight down this pathway and then tucks to the right. It's the same as the shorts, just a little bit longer. Long putt. That was supposed to turn over. It's a long birdie look, but it's a birdie look. Left. When you give it enough of a bid to make your comebacker really far, but not enough of a bid to hit metal. Those are two really ugly bogeys to start around. Hole 3, 270 feet. It has a double Mando. I'm not going to play the Mando. I'm just going to throw right at it. I'm going to go with the Crave. And I threw towards the Mandos anyway. What am I doing? Hole 4, 330 feet. It's just a gentle hyzer. I needed a slightly less overstable disc that kind of cut in a little early. That fades out. Hole 5, 277 feet. There is a Mando. It's a double Mando. If you go too straight, you're down a cliff into the water. So you want something that goes a little bit more to the right. This is definitely a forehand hole. Backhand, you're at a pretty significant disadvantage. So I'm going to go theory and try not to go too straight. Well, that's a layup. Hole 6, 265 feet, a beautiful island hole. I'm going to go with a hex. I'm going to try and throw flat straight at it. I think a hyzer will drift a little bit too far on me. Oh, caught the edge of the island. That was way too far. Should have gone putter. And try it one more time just for fun with a putter. Gonna go NB. That's the first time I've thrown a disc properly today, and I didn't expect to have that much zip on it. Yeah, putter's definitely the play. Talk about saved by the tree. That's like an inch in bounds. Woo! I think my meter's like right here. It's just past the log. Yes. All right, back on track. Hole number 7 over the lake shot. It is 293 feet, or 300 according to UDisc. I'm going to throw the ketamine 2. It is a straight headwind, so I was going to throw a crave, but that's kind of getting it close, and this is the disc that I think would be the funniest if I lose it in the water, so I'm going to go for it. Barely made it over. I needed more on that. Should have putt with the ketamine too. No, I should not have. I did the right choice. Hole 8, 255 feet, way up the hill, way to the right. It's blind from the tee. I don't know how far it is or like what it looks like. I'm just gonna throw a crave on an Anheuser and get it somewhere up there and hope it's somewhere close. I'm to the right of the basket. Yeah, I put that up too far. I think the tree saved me from going very, very deep. Just missing every putt. Hole 9, 300 feet, another giant blind Anheuser shot with, you can see the Mando, it's kind of like a good direction. This is a forehand. Like, you need that shape. Any like Annie angle that I get that's Annied enough will likely cut roll. So I'm gonna have to try something very wide and very aggressive. Oh, definitely looking at a bogey from there, at best. I'm in jail and there's nowhere to chip out. Yeah, there's nowhere to chip out. Oh, I guess I could. Yeah, but that's not in the direction of the basket. Got these little dinky trees in the way, but it's just past that hill. So I think if I get up there. All right. All right, this is for bogey. And I still have nothing. Like, there's no even like taking your medicine kind of deal. It's just all terrible. Well, at least I can make a putt from there. Save a double. That was frustrating. I should have laid up to the entrance instead of trying to do the drive for it. My drives have not been good enough to be risking anything like that. So, front 9 recap, I am +4. I really hope that you're watching this video because you want to see what the course looks like and not because you want to see someone play the course well, because you're not getting that today. I am on the struggle bus and it's got a lot more stops. 9 more stops to be exact. So here we have hole 10, 456 foot par 4. I'm going to be stupid and go for it even though I can't. I should just be taking my medicine, but my drives have been so bad that I just need to I just need to throw them, and I need to throw them full power, and I need to just work it out. Otherwise, it's going to be the whole day. That wasn't any better. That was really bad. I'm making this overly difficult. If you just land on the tire tracks, you have a wide open look at the basket. Being way over here is just super pinched off. And if you go too far to the left, then you've got stuff to worry about. So I just gotta do a miracle Anheuser and just go for a par. Birdie putt. And the back leg slipped. Why do I suck so much? Hole 11, 211 feet with a stupid Mando that has a target on it. So the hole's super easy without the Mando, and I said I wasn't going to play any of the Mandos. Yeah, I'm not going to play any of the Mandos. I think it's stupid. No, you know what? I'll try this one. I got to admit, that Mando's kind of fun. And I'm not just saying that because it's the only Mando that I've like made today. Maybe I am. That's a well-deserved birdie, I think. Needed that. Hole 12, 230 feet, just a stock hyzer, and it does have that Mando halfway down the fairway. And the Mando does make a lot more sense from the white tees than it did the red tees, because it's kind of the line that I want anyway. I think I'm way short. Yeah, I think I should have disked up there. I was debating between the Hex and the Envy, but it's not as downhill as it looks like from the tee pad because it does come back up. Oh my goodness, man. It's just like every putt and every drive is just bad. Hole 14, 238 feet to the right. I'm gonna go with the Fury. And the steep pad is non-existent. I'm gonna throw from where it's a little bit flatter. It's too straight. Well, maybe not. We'll see how close that is. I think it's too straight. I was wrong. Drive is pretty good. Edge of circle. And I was a little bit too far to the right. There we go. Remembered how to putt. Hole 14. It is a 395-foot par 4, and it's the one that had the triple Mando halfway down the fairway, which you can kind of barely see through the trees. I'm just going to throw a T-bird and try and get around the corner. Oh, that's inside. Skip. Well, that's a layup, but that was a very bad throw. I still have a long way to go. I needed to get a little bit further out to have a good look at the basket. Skip. That's going to be a par. Surprisingly not bad. I'm about 50 feet. Hole 15, 288 feet. They also have another triple Mando here. I'm going to go for a big flare skip shot with the Wraith because I think that's the only way that you can get a birdie here. Two inside. Hole 16, 178. It is a straight shot, although I think the play is to hyzer it just a little bit to get around some of those obstacles. I'm going to go with an Envy. Ugh, man, it's just so bad today. Hole 17, 205 feet, and a tricky angle from the white tees. I need to ace this if I'm going to finish under par, so not looking good. I almost think flexing something overstable here might be better, but yeah, I think I have to flex something overstable because it needs to come back. I'm going to go with the hex. Or no, you know what? I'll go with the NV. Well, I have a putt that I should make. Circle one, just a little tree in my way. Oh man, that was a terrible putt, and I can't believe it stayed in. Hole 18, it is 266 feet. The basket it just follows the fairway to the left just a little bit. You'd have a straight line at it, except for this tree is just a little bit too big. So I'm gonna go a detour on a hyzer and just try and get a like pushing hyzer with it. Have to throw a sidearm. I don't like throwing sidearms. Oh my god. To save a par, and there is pretty much no line. So that's a bogey to finish the round. That's Dreamaker from the Whites. This is a very frustrating round for me, and I hope that didn't come through on the camera too much. I think that I could have done a much better job showcasing this course. I wanted to shoot par or better, and I didn't have any good throws today. There's no way there's no way to justify it. My putting was everything was off, and it wasn't very good. But I'm hoping that people are watching these videos to see the courses and not me play, because I'm an amateur. I suck half of the time. This is that half. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get the chance to check out this incredible course, and I hope that most of these Mandos are fake or for some event. That's like really the only criticism I have. The white tees here are fantastic, and like they don't need the artificial difficulty. If somebody finds the course too easy, they can just play the further tee pads. They don't need to add a whole bunch of kind of ridiculous stuff to it. All right, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. Dreamaker signature hole, 392 feet over the water by the lighthouse. Let's go. Well, I barely cleared the water, but way left.